actually slop, I'm not gonna lie.
I wanna beat like this, love when the bass goes swing.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Tony Ann here, or Tony-tastic, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about why global K-pop groups just don't work. I just got finished watching the Dream Academy documentary with Katseye, and it really had me thinking about their downfall and kind of the state of Katseye today and just why their model doesn't work. Just a disclaimer, this does not mean that I hate any of the groups that I list here. I think that they are all very talented individuals, but this is more so a critique of the management. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first things first, focusing on Katseye. When we think of a global K-pop group, we think about the members that it consists of course, right? They have to be from all around the world, and then that K-pop formula. Katseye does fit that definition when we think about the members that they have. They follow a training system which is very standard in the K-pop sphere. The issue is that that's pretty much all they have to be considered K-pop. There is no sense of togetherness with these girls, and that really does stem from the fact that they are built off of a competition show. We're seeing that play out with their interviews. Recently, when they went to the Grammys, they had spoke to Jimmy Fallon, and their interactions with each other stirred up a lot of controversy because it seemed like the girls were kind of taking jabs at each other, and that was kind of weird.
Okay, I think I would want to switch with Sophia just because she's really good at lying, and I want her to be. Oh my god.
Lastly.
There you go.
That's not something that we see in K-pop very often. It is a very collective thing when we think of K-pop. So we're seeing that individualism unfold here when they're on their interviews. Now, some people may say, well, they were founded on a competition. They're not the first ones to do it. Now, that is true, but ask IOI where they are now. When I defined Katseye, I would say they're a group that's very talented but lost. They don't know who to market to, and it shows through their music. It all started with Gnarly. People really liked Gnarly because it was new, it was different, it was trending. But when we started to get another release, Internet Girl, that sounded very similar to Gnarly,
I'm getting out of here. Eat zucchini. Eat zucchini.
we're like, okay, we're starting to get a bit tired of this. And then now they just released Pinky Up. It's the same sort of TikTok garbage that we're getting. And we need more from the girls. Hybe is managing Katseye completely wrong, and I think it's because they don't know how to work in this global sphere. They did it with BTS, but BTS kind of works because they are unapologetically K-pop, but they found a way to make it to the American audience and find it to be a bit more palatable. Now we have Katseye, who starts out with the intention to make it in the American audience, but they kind of sit in this in-between where we're being told that they're K-pop, but everything else that they are really is pop music, just American pop. Because of that confusion, we kind of don't know where to put Katseye, and Katseye doesn't even know where to put itself. So all in all, Katseye is successful, but the longevity is not there. Then I wanted to touch on Z-Girls. Z-Girls is probably a group that you probably didn't hear about because it was so long ago, and the fact that they never really broke out into the Korean market, and there wasn't that much popularity around them. So with Z-Girls, this was a project that was started by Z-Pop Dream, and essentially this was a group that was comprised of girls from all different parts of Asia. So we had an Indian girl, we had Indonesian, Vietnamese, Philippines, like they had the international part down packed. They also had Z-Boys as well, which was their counterpart, and they were also formed in a similar way, but they never really got the popularity that I think they deserved. They were a very talented set of girls, and they were starting to get some traction on the international side because whenever we do have a global K-pop group, we will flock to them, okay? We will support them. That's just how we are, because we do want to see other cultures represented in K-pop. The first thing that went wrong was that Z-Girls were essentially described as Z-Pop, and they kind of created their own category for themselves, which I understand why they did that, because they didn't want to say that they're K-pop, because they didn't really speak in Korean, and also they kind of wanted to set themselves apart from K-pop. At the same time, they did follow the K-pop formula, so it really didn't make any sense. It was like a whole big contradiction. One thing I can say about Z-Girls and Z-Boys is they kind of look more like K-pop than Katseye does. I would give them more points for consistency, because at least for the music that they did release, it definitely was K-pop inspired, and I think they paid more homage to K-pop through their music than Katseye is doing. So all in all, I would just describe Z-Girls and Z-Boys as a project, and I think that they were definitely treated very much so as a project. I don't know if in the future their management wants to do this again, but because they treated them so much like a project, it was doomed to fail. And then the other group I want to talk about is Blackswan. If you guys haven't heard of Blackswan, they are under DR Music, and they are essentially the result of Rania and BP Rania. Blackswan is an international K-pop group as well, where we have members from different parts of the world. Out of the three, I would say that Blackswan is actually the most K-pop-esque that we can get from a global K-pop group, because they do speak in Korean and they follow the Korean culture. They live in Korea. DR Music cannot get it together with their international audiences. It's almost like they're afraid of the international audience and their international artists. They are making music that really do cater to an American audience and even to a Korean audience. So they have that down packed. Don't get it twisted. The music is great, and I think they did a good job of balancing the two markets. But then when it comes to promoting them, they refuse to promote Blackswan. They have the most potential, and the international fans are holding Blackswan's fan base down. DR Music is stopping them from being great. They will give the girls like maybe 1 or 2 performances per year. The most disrespectful thing that DR Music has done was release an AI music video for Double Down. They also gave the girls for I Like It Hot, they gave them basically a beachside walkway to dance in, and it was very low budget. They don't know how to market to an American audience besides putting global members into a group and putting them together and saying, this is a global K-pop group, okay, now buy our albums. Like, it's not that simple. They're afraid to put themselves out there. But now that we're in 2026 and we're seeing the success of Katseye and seeing a lot more global groups pop up, at this point, DR Music should take a hint and say, okay, let's just go full throttle and let's do the whole thing. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. What do you guys think is the reason for a global K-pop group's downfall? If you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. That does help me out a lot. And also consider subscribing to the channel so you guys never miss a beat on when I post. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!